Hi, I'm Michael Fagilubi with this OmniED Brief. In this video, we're going to be talking about identifying appropriate seating or positioning during learning. There's four things we'd like you to think about as we take a deep dive into this topic. First, that we consider a chair versus just a standing position for different activities. There are a couple things I want you to keep in mind. First, access to both options is good, but depend on the needs of the learner, and those needs can change over time. Next, the activity itself can be completed within the desired position. We don't want actually the student to change in the middle. That oftentimes can interrupt the learning and they can lose their place. It's okay though, as the day goes on, if they want to switch between the two for energy or engagement, maybe when they become fatigued. Next, let's think about considering the height of the position when you choose a chair. Believe it or not, this is really important. We want to ensure that the chair is ergonomically correct. The elbows for the learner in line with the top of the table or wherever they're writing or typing. That their thighs are parallel to the floor and their feet touch the floor when sitting, especially if they're little. It's helpful if those legs are at least at a 90-degree angle. When we're considering the height or the position of the chair, we also want to ensure that there's a hard surface that's ergonomically correct, that the knees do not touch the table, or the surface itself is hard enough that they can actually write on, not just a notebook on a lap as they're writing on the couch. Third, let's consider the comfort of the position they're in because they're going to have to stay in that position for quite a while. We want to first ensure the chair is comfortable, yet not too encouraging of maybe getting them to fall asleep like they might on a couch. Providing a padded mat for underneath their feet is helpful if they're standing. If you do have a standing desk at your office, you may know how the back can start to hurt as people stay standing for too long, although having the change is quite wonderful. Back support for those reducing fatigue and heightening engagement can be helpful as the remote learning continues over extended periods of time, as can frequent breaks. And providing multiple chairs for adjustable fit that allows for some kind of movement but still allows them to focus is important. Next, let's just recognize how important it is that we don't have a one-size-fits-all approach. For example, we want to ensure the chair does not lead to rounding of the back because we have children of different sizes in the house. That we refrain from sitting for long periods of time, encouraging the students to take those active or full engagement breaks, that they get up, walk, stretch, move in some way to bring some energy to their bodies. And then thinking about providing several chairs of differing sizes and shapes to match those learners' needs as they engage in the learning process. These four suggestions may seem simple, but they identify appropriate seating and positioning that'll help your child to be successful throughout the learning day. This OmniED Brief has been on identifying appropriate seating and positioning during the learning experience, but with a specific focus on remote learning. Have some additional suggestions? Please be sure to reach out to us and follow us on omnied.org.